manage your expectation. Those are the 3 words no fan ever wants to hear before a series finale, especially not for a show as explosive as The Boys, but that is exactly what showrunner Eric Kripke just did. With the final season officially locked in for an April 8th premiere, the countdown to the May 20th series finale has begun. But while we're all expecting the literal end of the world, Kripke is looking us dead in the eye and saying, we aren't Game of Thrones. He's worried, he's a tiny bit terrified, and he's officially sounding the alarm on the scale of the final showdown. But is he being honest, or is he just playing a very clever game of underpromise and overdeliver? In a recent sit-down with SFX magazine, Kripke dropped a bombshell about the production. He said, and I quote, "There are not full battle scenes because we still don't have Game of Thrones' budget." Now let's check the receipts, because the math here is interesting. Wait a minute, $11 million versus $15 million? That's not a different league, and that's a different neighborhood. In fact, The Boys now costs more per episode than Game of Thrones did for its first 6 seasons. So why the warning? It's about the nature of the violence. Game of Thrones spent its money on thousands of extras and dragons in the sky. The Boys, they spend their millions on the most high-fidelity, stomach-churning, how do they film that practical gore in TV history. Kripke isn't saying they're broke, he's saying they're keeping it personal. Instead of a CGI slugfest with nameless armies, Kripke is promising us direct confrontations. He says the people you want to see smashing into each other finally will. Now, if you've watched this show for 4 seasons, you know smashing can mean one of 2 things. Either we're getting the most brutal, bone-breaking fight in superhero history, or things are about to get very weird in typical The Boys fashion. But here's why this is actually good news. Think about the worst superhero finales you've seen. They usually end in a gray CGI wasteland where nothing feels real. By staying away from the Marvelization of the finale, Kripke is doubling down on what made us love the show. The gritty, dirty French resistance vibe of humans versus gods. Kripke's ultimate goal, he wants the ending to be cathartic and emotionally satisfying. That's a tall order for a show that thrives on being cynical. But maybe that's the real twist. An ending that actually makes us feel something other than shock. So mark your calendars, April 8th, 2 episodes to start, and then a weekly descent into madness until May 20th. Host closing. The budget might not be dragon-sized, but the stakes have never been higher. Are you ready for the end of the Vought era? Drop a V in the comments if you're Team Butcher, drop a diabolical comment, or an H if you think Homelander should win it all.
If you can't beat him, join him. Then fucking beat him.